Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Brian Horror, not horror, horror. So don't get it twisted, boo. Hi guys, I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Today I'm going to be doing a little bit something more different out of my channel. I've always been very heavily into like crime, mysteries, missing person cases. So today I'm going to be starting a new series on my channel. I hope you guys really enjoy this. I'm trying to bring more horror element to my channel because I mean it is my name, Brian Horror. Don't wear it out. So I am going to be starting a new series where I talk about missing person cases or any cases that I find very interesting that never seem to leave my mind. So today I am going to be going over the case of ASHA DEGREE. This is a case that has seriously stuck with me, and I have never ever forgotten about this case. I always look about it, read, watch videos on YouTube about it, hear other YouTubers talking about it, and I just wanted to put like my information out there because you know it helps spread awareness as well, and that can help the family. Alrighty guys, go ahead and grab your snacks, popcorn, hot Cheetos, your Arizona tea, because you know that's my favorite drink. I will start sipping on one of those, but currently today I'm sipping on a beer, Angry Orchids. I am not in any way, shape, or form condoning alcohol drinking for underage. If you're underage, I would, under the age of like 18, I'd probably recommend maybe not watching this video because you know it kind of can be a little bit freaky. If you get scared, easily paranoid, I would recommend not watching these videos because I do know I personally get paranoid after I watch missing person cases, even though I am super in love with them. So ASHA DEGREE was 9 years old when she first went missing. She went missing February 14th of 2000, which also happens to be her parents' anniversary, which also happens to be Valentine's Day. It was actually really rainy throughout the whole night. There had been a lot going on that night before she went missing, so it was a pretty eventful night and morning for her family. On the morning of February 14th, 2000, Aisha's mom, Akila, and her father, Harold, woke up to every parent's worst nightmare. Their child was gone. Nowhere in sight, no neighbors had seen her, no trace of her at all. From what I have learned about Aisha was a really smart little girl. She was super sweet, kind to everybody, always had a big smile on her face, and she was actually in her school's basketball team. She was very family oriented, which is another reason why I find this case a little bit, you know, creepy in my opinion, because she would never just run away from home. She loved her family, she loved spending time with her family. From what I have learned from going over her case is that her family is very family oriented and made sure that her and her brother grew up the same way. Her family is actually from Shelby, North Carolina. Her father would work really late night shifts, so that meant that her mom would put her brother Orion and Aisha to sleep. And at this date, the day before she went missing, Aisha went to go sleep around 8 p.m. like her brother did as well. And her father came home around 12:30 a.m. and he went to go check up on her and her brother. And when he went to go check on her and her brother, they were still sound asleep in their bed, nothing mysterious, nothing out of the norm. So her father went to go to the living room to watch TV, and apparently he went to go to sleep around 2 in the morning. So from what we know, Aisha was still home up until 2 in the morning, and she was okay, sound asleep, safe at home. Her brother did report that in the middle of the night, he did hear like scuffling and like squeaking from the bed, you know, in the wood of the floor, apparently. But he didn't think anything of it. He just thought that his sister was just, you know, tossing and turning at night, you know, when you have any nightmares or you just can't sleep. He didn't really think anything of it, but he did hear noises in the middle of the night. A lot of people speculate that around this time when he was hearing all these noises is when she had gotten up in the middle of the night to pack her book bag, which was very not normal for a little girl, a 9-year-old girl with no intentions ever, no history of her running away or having issues with her family, decides to pack her bag in the middle of the night and was never seen again. So the following morning, after the strange noises that her brother had heard, her mom wakes up around like 5:45 a.m. in the morning. The previous night it had been very rainy. There was like a rainstorm, so it was just very chaotic, and a car accident had crashed like somewhere in her neighborhood, knocking like the power out of like, you know, her street. So her mother put them to bed really early because they were not able to like, she wasn't able to give Aisha a bath and her brother Orion a bath. So she did wake up really early this morning to give her a bath and get her ready for school. So when Aisha's mom, Akila, goes to her room around 5:45 in the morning, she notices Aisha is gone. She is not in bed. She was not anywhere in the house. She went to go check outside. She went to go check with neighbors, and nobody had no clue where Aisha was. When her mom Akila noticed that she was nowhere in sight and that nobody had seen her daughter, she decided to phone the police around 6 in the morning, and the police did arrive around 6:40 a.m. So maybe like a couple hours after she had gone missing, the police showed up. After her case started getting broadcasted, tips did come in, and they did say that a lot of truck drivers and a lot of people that were passing by on the highway 180 did report seeing a girl matching Aisha's description walking around highway 180 around 4 in the morning. 4 in the morning, if you think about it, it's still very dark, so it was really weird. The other weird thing was that any people that did, oh shit, that scared the out of me. There was a couple of people that did report seeing a little girl matching Aisha's description walking on highway 180 around 4 in the morning. But nobody, which is also really weird, decided to report it to the police. One witness actually did state that he did circle a couple of times to make sure this little girl was okay. Nobody ever checked up on her but this one person, and when he did come across her, he just states that she got really spooked and ran into the forest, and after that no one ever seen from her ever again. Once again, February 17 was when they first found evidence, any clues to Aisha's whereabouts, which were found in a shed towards the direction where that one witness claimed that he saw her on highway 180 and she ran in the middle of the forest. They did find a hairbow, they found a pencil and a pen that were later confirmed to belong to Aisha. It wasn't until late August of 2000 they did come up with new evidence. They also eventually actually found her book bag, which is actually located 26 miles of Shelby, her hometown. It was very mysterious. I did not fully read where exactly they found it, but from what they described that her book was actually hidden behind 2 trash bags. Some people say it was very mysterious, that they wanted to dispose of it. They would have made it a little bit more harder, and if they really, you know, not want to be caught or anything, or anyone that happened to come across her or her personal items, simply just didn't care and left them just sitting there. And inside the book bag actually were clothing pieces that did belong to her. And now is what I'm going to be just talking that they did find 2 pieces, most recent, and the most recent, this happened like around 2018. They did find a New Kids on the Block t-shirt from what I have also seen about in this case. They also found a Dr. Seuss book that they did confirm that did belong also to her. The strange thing about this case is that any evidence that has been found about Aisha has always been very, like, I guess, distance within each other. Everything has been just very, very off in this case, in my opinion. That's why I find it very creepy and weird that evidence was just not found all around the same time. Usually people find like missing person, someone who has gone missing, like personal items are always found gathered together. But in this case, people they did find like evidence later and later on eventually into the case. And also in most recent tips that have came in, people did report seeing Aisha getting into, I believe, a 1970s model Lincoln Continental, I believe a Mark IV. dark green color, and if it's not a Lincoln Continental, people also speculate that it might be a Ford Thunderbird in a dark green color. It's a 1970s car, like a station wagon almost looks like. Currently, investigators are still working very hard to find what has happened to Aisha. There are tips that come in every day, and every day they get closer and closer to finding what happened to Aisha Degree. If you or anybody have any information that could help to solve the disappearance or find the whereabouts of Aisha Degree, you can actually contact the Cleveland County Sheriff's Department, and I will also try to find that information and leave it in my description box down below. So if you guys do know anything at all that may help this case, you can go ahead and contact them and the information down below. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Give this video a big thumbs up if you guys want to keep seeing more mysteries. Actually, you don't even have to, because I'm going to continue posting mysteries on my channel, because this is actually like one of my favorite topics to talk about. I love listening about missing person cases all the time, and true crime very interests me very much. Thank you guys. Subscribe to my channel, please. I will be posting more videos. I will be naming this series. I have no idea what I'm gonna name it. It's gonna be like the first on my channel. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.